Hello, back. Welcome back here to the world of buy me, mark me up, mark me down, sell me, supermarket simulator. Uh, did y'all expect anything different? Here comes our first shopper of the night after 9 p.m. The proverbial last inning shopper. You know, the one that shops like on Christmas Eve at like, I don't know, 5 minutes after the store closes. They walk in, they're like, oh my God, if I don't get this, yep, those people. I like those people. They give you an extra 10 cents or so. They give you pennies. They give you money. Money's money. Can't knock it. Is she still here? Oh, yeah. Oh, she's shopping good, too. I think she bought 4 eggs. Wow. They can buy 4 items? I thought it was only like 3. Please take my potatoes and then take my chickens and take all this alcohol, too. Well, she's taking some ketchup. She has some deep pockets. One. Oh, one olive oil. Is it too expensive? I don't know. Couple sugar. One sugar. So apple douche. Head on over here. Oh wow. You're gonna make me pump him up for this. Okay. Alright, Joe, ready? Let's see what we did. 112 satisfied customers, 11 products found expensive, 120. Wow. Yeah, well, actually, I'll explain this in a minute. 123 total customers. Total profit $22,856.59. Balance 83,282.54. Start the next day. I'm not even looking at that. See, this is where I just realized just how hard-headed and dense I am. Um, all the while, I could have just, instead of going out there on the floor and paying attention to that little list over here on the side that tells you what items went up and down in price, I could have just come over here. 11.55. Let's go 11.30. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Okay. 266. I got it marked at 19. Yeah, let's raise that up just slightly. What's 16 11 cents over 25? That'd be, wait. That's 16 cents, isn't it? Yeah. So it'd be like 241, I suppose. That'll work for me. Okay. Let's water. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Much, much easier. And I am so dense for not noticing that earlier. I did notice it, and I even mentioned it. Unfortunately, I never tied it together and said, okay, you know what? I don't have to know all the items that are for sale and know where they are on the shelves in there anymore. I can just go straight to the computer and change the price right there. Mm-mm. Yeah, all the time I was wasting. That's all right. It wasn't really a waste of time. I was having fun. And as long as you're having fun, there's no waste, usually. Except for those who are sitting there saying, oh my God. Right? He's like, dude, why isn't he doing this? I don't know. Maybe he's just, he's slow. It's just one of those things I'm not used to in the game. I'm sure it's probably always been there. It's just not something I ever used, until this save, because I don't know, it just wasn't a prominent thing. It was never really mentioned in any of the other videos that I had watched. And I do watch quite a few of you guys. Usually the smaller channels. I, I, you start seeing the bigger channels, and you start seeing the money creep in, and then you start seeing I don't know. I don't mind bigger channels. I can do without the flair, the extra crap. Just show me the damn game. Play the game. Make your jokes. Tell your jokes, because they're funny. You guys are funny. I'm not. you are. You are. But I don't know. Leave the advertising out of it. I literally keep YouTube Premium because I don't want to see ads. And then when I watch a video and they start self promoting, I'm 99% of the time, like I said, I don't touch the internet with this particular computer. This computer is 100% for gaming. So the closest to the internet it gets is Steam and YouTube, because obvious reasons. But so on my iPad, there's this little neat thing you can do, which is tap the screen twice on the right and fast forward. So I don't have to watch your self promotion. Sorry. I am sick of ads. Sick up to my gills with ads. Look, I appreciate it. I know you guys are selling a really good item or a really good thing. But, I don't know. I'm pretty much going to hear about it, see it, whatever, along the way. I don't need to actually see it in a video. I just don't. So I'm going to fast forward my way right through that. And I hope that these folks still get paid by their sponsors, because that's the whole purpose in their self promotion, I think. They want to make money too. I get it. It's just I don't want to sit here watching somebody's self promotion. I'm selling Bitcoin. I don't care, dude. Really. I got my account. I got my coin, because that's pretty much all I could afford. One damn coin. But I got other things. I'm not just relying on some economic thing. A lot of my stuff is, well, it sells in any economy, like beef, cattle. Yeah, they sell it, pretty well. And in any economy, usually, land that sells pretty well, right? So, yeah, I think I'm set. So I just want to watch a game. Show me a game. This still bothers me. This and this. Yeah, these two bother me. This whole leading to this, and anyway, this. It's not even center. I'm gonna go out here. Wait, you're done? That was quick. Okay, let's do this. Damn, these guys are on it today. They're on the ball. Wait, I'm not. What the hell? What was I thinking? I was probably thinking, hey, let's get finished with this real quick. There. Fill it up, guys. Dang. What were we doing when we left? Oh, I remember. We were doing the 24-hour thing. And one of these things, I can't remember exactly which item it was at this point. I think it was the cake. It might have been the cake. I had actually marked this up rather than down, which I'm ashamed to say I typically will do. I just, instead of going down, I go up. Yep. I see the 3, and I put a 3, and I say, oh, minus 25 is like 86, so yeah, I marked it up like a lot. And there was no way that was going to sell like that, and it didn't. Apparently, that's where a lot of my overpriced complaints came from. I thought that was you for a minute. There. Let me pump you up a little. Look, I'm customer immediately. Oh, wow. They just multiplied in the back of the store again. Look at this. I got twins back here again. Ants. I promise they're coming for the sugar. All right. We got him, brother. We got him. Take care of this. Just keep him pumped up throughout the day and we'll be all right, right? All right, so we're down 2 here. Are we? No, we're down 1.5. So we're going to order 2. Anything else we've... No, maybe. See, this is the hard part, is the maybes. Could be on the shelf, might not be on the shelf. I don't know. Okay, just leave that stuff sitting on the curb. They'll come get it when they want it, I'm sure. We'll just mitigate later on. Don't look down, it's alright. See, he's fast. He can be fast. I didn't. Yeah. He can be. Just fooling, dude. Let's see. All right. Damn, is it moving fast again? Not really, but it kind of is. What do I still have sitting on here? Oh. See, and here comes the problem again. I promise you, it's going to happen. Oh, it didn't. Okay. As long as there's an actual hole in here, they will deliver it in here. What do we have leftovers? Rice. Do I have room for rice? Yes. What is this? Empty box. Hey, empty box. Hi, Lane. I know. I'm keeping an empty box for a reason, I'm sure. I don't remember being able to keep empty boxes before, but look at her. She's looking at the ground again. Stop it. See? Teaching AI guilt, huh? This is what it means to have shopper's remorse. Oh. And they're not all like that. They don't all just walk up there and put their head straight to the ground. You know, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just bought all this stuff and I feel so bad. Some of them are just walking up there and they're just like, uh-huh, this is what I bought. This is my card. I have money. And I don't think it has anything to do with the actual money. It just has to do with, I don't want you to think I'm a pig or anything or whatever. I don't know. What? All she bought was cake. She had no reason to put her head straight to the ground like that. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes the body language doesn't match what they should be showing at a cash register. It just doesn't. It could, but you know. See, she's all like, I don't care. Like, here. Oh, damn. There she goes. I mean, it's all fun and games for now. At some point, I'm sure the self-checkouts are going to be a bigger pain, I guess, maybe. I don't know. He handles it just fine for now. Granted, I only have 6 of them. But, you know. Ow. We're trying to figure out chords again. I'm sorry. I have chords everywhere now. And it's messing me up. I've got 3 chords that actually work. But somehow or another, I have 5 or 6 other chords mixed in with them that work for specific devices. I don't understand why things had to change so much. I think they call it like the A and the B and the C and whatever connectors you have. But some are just specialized for different items and stuff like that. And sometimes they're hard to keep straight. It's like spaghetti. All right, you guys put some stuff together. We need to figure out what's going on out here. We're going to order the first 50 items. how out of this were we? We weren't. We were damn near perfect. But yeah, you were at 5 this morning. You're at 2 now. That doesn't mean you're not going to sell tomorrow, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave off at the red going up in the last corner. Wow, that's actually not a great day, right? All right, so let's watch these guys do their thing. We'll set out here this time because, yeah, I want to see what they're doing out here. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. I suppose. Are y'all done? I think they just said they're done. All right. So what do we got? 118 satisfied customers. 3 products found expensive. 121 total customers. 2357.50 for our total profit. Balance is 85,640. Yeah, let's go ahead and start this next day. $703, 7 not. How about 6.78? Yeah, that worked. All right. Let's go ahead and bring this back up. Hit E. We are ragtagging it today. We were on red going up. We may have 1 or 2 empty holes after we open, because these guys were still stocking while I was ordering. So things are not going to be quite accurate. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Well, not horrible so far, right? We'll see. I probably expect there to be a bigger issue over here with these items or these items here. Yeah, like there. We'll see. If I see buck teeth, well, we'll figure it out at that point, right? The puppy's wanting to play. Sorry. She brings her toys, and her toys they're not noise makers. They're crinklies. They make crinkles. I don't like squeakies or things that make a lot of freaking noise. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind the crinkles because they don't make a lot of freaking noise, and it's like you can get used to that. I just can't get used to the squeals and the sirens and stuff like that, and the yells and the screams from getting bitten or what by the dog. You know, I don't mean that my dog ever bit anybody because she never did, but it's just noises you don't like. Certain noises I can do without. All right. So do we have buck teeth? Hmm. Not horribly. I mean, not at first glance. But then again, I haven't really looked all around the room. Here's a buck tooth right there. Hi, buck tooth. Um, there's one. There's one. See, these are parts of the things that, cause running 24 hours a day to be, I don't know, challenge and fun. Different, right? Because that's what you're looking for, is a challenge and something different. And we're not really running 24/7 yet. And we're probably never going to, because I think we proved in the last episode it's darn near impossible. You can do it 2 days in a row, maybe. You can go for three, and you're still going to have plenty of product left on the shelf out here. But your shelves out here are going to suffer, and you're going to have more stuff out here on the sidewalk than actually probably going in and out of your storage, because your stockers they're going to leave it here until they need it, and then they're going to be standing over here with it in their hands, and they're going to be like, hey. All right, let's open this thing up. Let's do this. You guys are all still, yep, you're still good. Ugh, I don't like holes. There. Nothing in the back. So let's see if we get a bigger influx of people early, since he's pumped up. Maybe. I mean, they're not headed straight for him or anything. And it's 9:30. And the first sell was only $8. But I don't know. We got a couple people in the store. That might be good, right? I don't think it really makes a difference. I really don't. You can pump him up at 8:30. You can pump him up at 10:30, and he's just not going to get that much attention until things get going later in the day. So maybe he's not the driver that brings in the customers. He might be, but it's 11:21. He might be, because this is pretty busy right now. All of my cashiers are buffed. Unless you choose to be your own cashier, like this poor sap over there and this guy here. I think that should be like the main game, a real life simulation game for folks working jobs like this fella here. You want to be faster than your common customer at one of these things. If you can't be faster than your common customer at one of these things, you might want to work out here with these guys rather than over here doing this. Right? Because I don't know, what's the point in using these if you're slow, what's the point in using you if you're slower than these? Don't do that. I think that's inefficient. So at this point, I think this guy, along with 6 of these big, freaking gaudy checkout counters, are probably better than these little things, because these guys are slow. Look at them. Doink, doink, doink. Yeah. And this guy's like, bink, 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 bink. He's checking out, what did we say last time? 3 to 1? Or, yeah, it was 3 to 1. Um, 3 customers to 1 customer checking themselves out. That's how fast this dude is. I mean, um, with a comparable order on the shelf, he's checking out 3 compared to 1. But there's just not enough room in this store for 6 of these. And I think that's how many cashiers I can get, right? 6? Is that right? Hiring cashier 5, 6. Yeah, I can get 6 cashiers. I don't know what I would do with 6 cashiers. I honestly don't, and I don't know what I would do with this customer help guy. Um, this extra guy. What would I do with him? And you can get him at level 10. It's like, wait, why would I have ever needed him up to level 10? At level 10, I was, yeah, we were barely even we were in squalor. There was no way we could have even afforded one of them, much less 2. Well, I think we afforded him, but we couldn't afford 2. Now, we could afford him, but we couldn't afford 2 of these plus 2 of him. No, there was no way. I mean, I appreciate that it was open at level 10, but damn. At least make it affordable for me. It's nighttime in the city. They're falling behind a little bit. They're gonna need an injection of give a fuck or something, I think, because this is pretty bad. It could be that boosting this guy real early in the morning actually caused a lot of this. Because I mean, look at this. My dog food's mostly gone there, or dog treats. That whole bottom shelf is nearly gone, and that's rare. That is really weird. Okay, well, they covered that up real quick. They didn't even try to cover up the beer. Nope, not doing it. they, they are not fans of alcohol. They try to pretend they are every once in a while, but yeah, they can't hide it. They can't hide their lying eyes. I know what they're up to. They're hoarding it. They're like, this is our beer. You can't have it. It ain't for sale. Oh, right. We're going to change this at some point. I don't know when, but we're going to change it. I am getting so tired of getting stuck behind that door. There. Yeah, that thing's running a bit faster than I think. Not a lot. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just running away just a little bit too long. Getting carried away with other things. Because time does run really fast in this game. But it's not like any other game. I don't guess. I think an hour and 45 minutes is about as long as the red zone lasts. It just didn't feel like I was gone for 2 hours worth of that. But then again, I get carried away, so I very well could have been. This trickle of customers allows my employees to catch up a little bit. These things went really quick, and I don't know why. Why? Why'd you go quick? I don't know. You're not even marked down yet. I appreciate it, though. I do. I really do appreciate that. Money is good. Money is what makes the world go round. Am I going to let them do it? We're going to do our first 50 and hit enter. And then tomorrow I'm going to face the consequences for it, because that's what we're going to do. What is this? Wine. I don't remember whether that was 1 or 2, but I'm pretty sure it was 2. We'll find out. Let me tell you, we're going to find out. It has to be 2. Fairly certain. You don't run through 6 whole boxes in a day. You don't really run through 4 boxes of a 6 flat in a day. Not typically, not unless it's peanut butter or coffee. Those 2 things typically will run, yeah, they can run that much and that fast. Y'all ready? Yes? No? Too bad. All right, 118 satisfied customers, 3 products found expensive, 121 total customers, $3,842.88 was our total profit. We're at $89,482.90. Start next day. All right, let's go in here, do our thing real quick. Real quick meaning giving them extra seconds to catch up a little bit. 329 minus 25. Wait, is it? Oh, that's 429 or 439. 707. 97, 87, 82. $477. Next. Dude, this is so much easier. 456. There. All done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh yeah. Open. Oh yeah, forgot. There. Okay, nothing's out here. Now there is. Alright, so on this day, we need to start watching the shelves rather than just, here. The shelves are going to tell us what we need to know. Usually. Our stockers are... They're going to do what they can. Like here. I can say, okay, well, this is going to be about it's going to be about a case, right? Let's see. I mean, I was going to open it up and order it, but I wanted to make sure. Almost a case, not quite. So I would have wound up with a little overage there. But that's going to sell. So it's not like it would sit out here for long. Problem is these guys will run out here and grab whatever's on the sidewalk. And if it doesn't fit on the shelf in here when they come back in, they run out here and they'll stand with it in their hands. So you can't over order anything. You have to under order intentionally. And see, then you're like, did I order this? No, I don't know. Maybe. And at this point, it just becomes a game of, can we keep the store open? Must be a weekday. Alright, so they're attacking the beer again. But my employees are not stocking the beer again. Okay, I mean, they're not doing horribly. Unless there's a case to be emptied from it, they're probably not stocking it. The wine. Wine's gotta go. The wine. Where are you? There you are. Wow. We're doing good with the wine. Alright. I'm not going to say that we've run this 24/7 yet, because we haven't. That would... No. I mean, We're trying. We're doing what we can with what we got. But it's causing us to have to order something while everything's winding down. Oh, damn it. No, I don't want you either. I'll put the wine somewhere. Was it down here? Not that. No. I don't remember where I put it. Damn. Really? I didn't think they hated alcohol that much, but wow. That dude's order had him tied up for a minute. I got no problem with that. Yeah, see, look. They don't want to stock it. What's their issue with alcohol? They don't want to stock it. This is all vodka here. This is all tater chips. It's like, no, we don't want to stock that. We know the customers like it, but we're not going to stock it. Fuck them. Well, you're not screwing the customer here. You're screwing yourself. What are you thinking? Any more? No. I just boosted you for no reason. Enjoy. That's your raise for the night. You did a good job. He did. It was my fault that he didn't um, have certain things when he needed them. Wow. Really? They don't like bread either? I don't like bread, apparently. Okay, yeah. We can't do this 3 days in a row. We start running out of stuff, and I'm not in here paying attention. Um, and that's a me problem there. That's not a game problem. That's a me problem. That's, yeah. All of this is me. I did that. That's my fault. Um, so instead of actually helping them stock shelves, I should probably be in here just, I don't know, ordering stuff. Maybe, I mean, it's not like, I mean, we are out of a couple things. No, no doubt. We're out of the shortbread. Um, Anything else? No, not really. 12, no, that's going to be two. I mean, look at this. Wow. The taters ran deep. That beer right there kind of ran deep. Um, the chicken, it did really well. We didn't really run out of anything. I mean, we did, but just this. But still, we're buck-toothed. There's no way we can run this for 3 days in a row. Not this. Not like this. I would have to be in here rather than out here and paying attention to him and beefing him up. It's doable. It's doable. But there's a lot of attention that has to be paid to it. A lot of it. Yeah, it's doable. You gotta be on your toes. On your toes. That's an empty box. You know what? Fuck you. I'm, I'm sorry. I, I'm tired of empty boxes. All right, look. See, she wants up on the bed. That's why she's whining right now in the background. I know you hear. She's back there whining. She wants up on the bed. Or the, yeah. She wants up here with me. But she's not willing to put in the effort to get up off the floor to get here. And I'm not willing to pick her up unless she does. So we're at an impasse. An impasse that she's going to get past. And she's going to make a step to take her to the bottom where I can reach her at least. There she goes. All right, be right back. Come here. Come here. Why'd you go back down? You were so hard headed. I swear to God. Come here. Un pate? No. Fine. Stay there then. Well, she was almost up and she went back down. She's like, I don't know, playing games now. She gets down and she comes back up and then she covers her face. She's really cute when she does it. But she it's annoying because she gets back on the floor and I can't reach her again. All right, fine. Hold on. Look, you went up. You want Daddy to put you up there, don't you? Yes, you do. I know. Well, there you go. Weirdo. Come here. Um, they each have their way of getting their attention from you, no matter what you do. They want attention, so you give it to them. Um, some things you have to teach them because look, they're gonna make your life a living hell. They will make a servant out of you if you let them. Don't let them do that. They will. They will do that. But at the same time, spoil them. You know, sometimes you give them what they want, sometimes you don't. But they need to know right from wrong, and they need to know, you know, what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. What they need to do. They need to put forth a little effort too. All right, here we go. Satisfied customers 122. Products found expensive 4. Total customers 126. Total profit $8,074.33. Balance $97,557.19. We did decent, but it's no different than any other second day on a 24 or a 2-day run, because this is going to be a big um, it's going to be a big restock. That's the way it works. That's the way it always works on your 2-day runs. 1451, 1426. Is that 48? Is that what that says? Whatever. 463. I see 488. It might not be, but it looks like it to me. Here, 499. I think that was 4. So, I don't think, yeah, we're good. All right, on we go. Onward. And apparently we didn't order more than we needed because nobody was left out there standing with a box in their hand. That's 12. That's 9. That's 2. And if we were going to run this place for, 2 days for real or 3 days for real, I would have to beef this stock room up quite a bit in order to do it. But we could do it. It can be done. Just like almost everything in the store was affected by the 2-day run because we didn't order, we did order a little bit, but we only ordered the first 50 product, and wow, we ran out of big sushi. And I think we chose the right date to do it on. All right. Yeah, we just ran through a ton of cash. Probably about, I think, $12,000. Yeah, so that's like 2 days profit, right? I think 2 days profit. 3,000 to 9,000, or 3,000 one day and then 12,000 the next. Right around that. So I think we basically, it's probably a bad idea to go 2 days in a row. Why? Why would why would I spend more than I made? We were at 95,000. So maybe going 2 days in a row is not a good idea. Wow, that's a lot of boxes. That's a lot of shit. Yo, y'all have fun. I don't want nothing to do with it. Nope. Mm, it doesn't make sense to me. Because it seems like you just go backwards the more you run like this. We'll see after today what our profits are. But unless it's like 95,000, it's like, why am I doing this? Pretty sure we were at 95. Pretty sure. And I know not all of that could have been, considered profit or anything else like that, but the average, is going to come out to right around three a day, somehow or another. I think it is right around 35 to 4,000 a day, which isn't bad. It's good. It's just you wish you kind of could get that every single day. And right now, we don't have the room for that. We're going to get it, though. We're going to get the room for that in here. Because we needed to, yeah, beef a lot of this up. If we're going to run 2 and 3 days in a row at a time, we need more room. We need a lot more room. North, south, north, south. There we go. So we know that our restocks after 2 days is going to cost us around $12,000. No big deal. So how much does that cost? Um, it's going to be about 15.6, 25.6, 37. 850. A lot more. Oh, well, I mean, still we got this. You figure, okay, 10, 20, 40, 55, 75,000. It's not that much, but just averaging up. I should just go 25, 55, 75, 85, 95, 105, whatever. It would give us a lot more room to expand a lot of what we already have, which would give us, I don't know, 2 and 3 days worth of time to just have these guys restock all this crap out here over and over and over and over without actually having to reorder too much. Um, Man, but that would so suck. I have to rethink. I'll have to think about that. What is this? I could have swore I had an extra. Yeah, I do. I don't know why they didn't stock that. Get off that. No, I don't have that though. I'm pretty sure I saw a star there. Just making sure I don't see any buck teeth anywhere. We're good. Well, I guess we can't really call it buck teeth. We got to call it summer teeth, right? Somewhere here, somewhere there. Mountain Dew teeth. Whatever. You know, where you just have obvious holes. Here, and then there, and then here, and there. Right. Just weird places. They stick out. Wow. The connection to the bank just takes so long. Even in real life, my God. Stick your card in, you put in your PIN number, and you're just like, near, 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 near. Is it going to accept? Right? And then all of a sudden, cha-ching! Almost makes you think you're broke for like 5 seconds there. Wait a minute, I have the money. I'm pretty damn sure. Is there a problem with the bank? Is there a problem with the internet? It's just, being spoiled to today's technology. That's all. And yeah, I enjoy today's technology. Um, I don't know how to use most of it. But I enjoy the stuff that I do know how to use or figure out how to use. It's kind of like my car. That thing will drive itself. Well, not really. It does. It has adaptive cruise control and lane centering and lane keeping software. So I can set my cruise control for, I don't know, whatever the speed limit is, 35, and the car will follow the road wherever the hell it goes, and it will keep its distance between you and the car in front of you, and it comes to a stop on its own. I think the only thing it doesn't really do is go on its own. After it stops, it's like, you're gonna have to have a little input here. So you hit the gas pedal, and all of a sudden it's wanting to go back to its own. It's weird. I'm always fighting with this car and trying to figure out exactly how it works. It's got its weirdnesses. I mean, it's not that hard to use. It's just I'm hard-headed when it comes to stuff like this, and I'm digging to figure out everything I can about every piece and everything that makes it work. So it's me that makes it a little harder than it should be. Let's turn on some lights. Let's just enjoy this. I guess. I mean, he doesn't need a buff yet. He will in a second, but not yet. He's doing a good job over here. Let's buff him up anyway. Sorry, bro. My mind just goes in different places when I, you know, start watching these guys. It's just, this is not how people shop. Anywhere, ever. It's not. They don't go from over here on this side of the store all the way over here to this side and then back. Damn, that was fast, dude. Knock it off. To over here, back to here. Back. They're just inefficient shoppers. I mean, this isn't even how I would shop as a DoorDasher going into a store that I've never been in before. It's not how I would do it. Yeah, I think we're going to lose money on this 2 day venture. Not overall. I mean, over the 2 days, we're going to make well over $6,000. But the second day, your restock cost is going to be freaking great. And this third night is the normalization night where everything just levels out. I'm going to let them go ahead and do their stocking and see what we got. Yeah, toilet paper always down too. No big deal. We're not out. That's the way I want it. I mean, and that's only after 1 day though. Some of these things. We were just fully stocked though. I mean, we just fully stocked this morning. Customers are hitting us pretty hard. So we're doing something new at work now. Imagine that. Um, I noticed something that was really strange about these folks that I'm working with. We're all really good at pretty much all the apparatuses on the playground or the kitchen. I call it the playground. It's called the kitchen in real life, but it's a playground. And there's apparatuses just like there is on a real playground. There's a grill, there's a bun drop, there's, the table, and then there's, the meat box, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We have our own apparatuses, and we all seemingly started rotating in a weird way, like we were on a ballroom floor dancing. We would go from one apparatus to the next, and depending on what needed, help the most, according to whoever saw it, we just rotated in that direction without saying anything to anybody else, and it was just, I don't know, it was kind of weird. We could have put music to it, and it would have worked because it was like, you know it worked in a really weird way because we didn't get behind. We kept up. We kept up the speed. Um, it's like there are things we don't want to do, and there are things that we do want to do, but there are things that we see that need to be done, and we're going to do it no matter whether we like to do it or not. So each of us tend to rotate from one apparatus to the next apparatus based on what we see needs to be done, and each of us tend to keep everything caught up just because we're rotating in that manner. It's kind of weird to watch, because I had to take a step back and I watched it, and these guys are literally doing the salsa out there. They're moving from one side of the room to the other side of the room in order. Like one person will be at the grill, and then they'll move over to the buns, and whoever was at the table will move over to the grill while the other person moves over to the buns. It's like they just move in a circle, and then they move around each other while they check whatever, what they think needs to be up, you know, beefed up in the box or whatever. And then towards the end of the 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 breakfast, when everything is pretty much CTO, everybody takes their positions of greatest strength. And amazingly, everybody was at a different spot. Everybody just wound up, you know, at at their PowerPoint where they were actually the best, and everybody matched up. There was no point that was double occupied. Nobody really wanted the table. Because, like I said, at the end of breakfast, that's when the table is just swamp. But it's like they'd move over to the table, they'd make one sandwich, they'd move back to the grill, and then they'd move over from there. Somebody would tap somebody on the shoulder, and they'd just move on to the next apparatus, and they'd just move on and go. And that's pretty much how everything worked. We rotated. We Nobody worked any specific spot more than you know 3 or 4 minutes tops, and we would just rotate around, and it worked. Um, Now, if I could put music to that, or choreograph it within the store, that'd be really cool too. But it worked, and I don't know. It's like these guys just um, they've been together for a minute, not very long, but long enough to actually get to know each other and know how each other works. And it's like they make allowances for the weaknesses of others in certain areas, and they know that the person in front of them has a weakness for this or weakness for that, so they're not going to check this or they're not going to check that. So they're going to move on, and when they move up to the next apparatus, they're beefing that those points up. you know so I don't know. We'll see how this works out over the next couple weeks, or well, actually the next week, because these guys are growing faster than I can keep up. They're smart and they're fast. They're like little bunny rabbits. I got to catch them. They ain't worried about staying ahead of me. My mind moves faster than my body moves. So, but their bodies move faster than their minds move. So together we balance each other out. All right, we ready for this? All right, let's do it. 118 satisfied customers, 6 products found expensive, 124 total customers. Yeehaw. Negative $2,885.67. I knew that was coming because it was almost a $13,000 resupply. Um, we're at 94,671 or whatever thousand dollars and 53 cents. Yeah, that. Let's go in here, play with the computer for a minute. Hello, computer. I have a reason to use you again. We're going to pricing. Go down here. Yeah. Let's find the up down arrows. There's an up arrow. 2785. I'm thinking that's what it says. 2785. So I'm gonna say 27.6. Yeah. 6. There. Oh, there's always a down to an up, right? 989. So I'm thinking 964. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's right. All right. So let's do this. Uh, 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 uh. It is so much work hitting this button. I swear. This manual labor is killing me. Oh, we got another big restock today, don't we? I think we lost a lot of money. Really, I do. Um, I don't think running a store 2 days in a row is a good idea because it's bringing me down as much as it brought me up. And it doesn't make sense to me. And until things do make sense to me, I usually stay away from it. I'm at 86,000. We were at 94. We'll see. I mean, this is probably a 1,000 to maybe $2,000 day. Because we're making $10,000 a day, around that, 10 to 11. Wow. King of the mountain. I know. This doesn't really qualify as helping them out. I'm grabbing the easy stuff, I think, for the most part. And I might have just hit somebody and boosted him. I didn't mean to, but I might have. We'll figure that out in a second. I don't know what this is. I honestly have no idea what the hell that is. Um, all right. Did I hit any of you guys? No? All right, good. Let's do it. Let's figure out what we got. I mean, breaking 100,000 in this game is such a pain in the ass. Let's go in here and beef you up. Beefcake. 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 Right. Cartman taught me that. Okay, I beefed you up. You did nothing for our clientele. Nothing. I'm keeping you beefed up though. I don't want him to fall down because then I gotta push him back up again. Yeah, it's about time you got your first order of 3 items, right? Oh, wow. Somebody actually bought a lot of stuff. Nice. Thanks, sir. He got the easy one. Okay. That's the way it should have been. A little bit of bacon, prosciutto, or whatever they call it. I really don't know that there's a difference between, running this 2 days in a row or just running it one day and then one day and then one day. The time between, actually opening and being open and restocking, etc., seems to be about the same. Um, between just closing at night and restocking in the morning. It all seems be about the same. The profit that you make, I'm not sure that we're actually making too much of a profit by being open 24 hours in a row. I didn't feel that. I saw the big profit on the second day, but the cost of the restock was just absolutely crazy. Now, if I had more room in here to double up almost everything that I got, and it would literally be a doubling up of everything. Um, we could handle 3 to 4 days at a time in a row, no problem, no sweat. Wouldn't run out of anything. But at the same time, your end of day or end of fourth day restock would just be so asininely expensive that it would probably average out to be exactly what you would make over 4 days anyway. And it would take that long to restock everything. So, what would be the point? We would have to do it to find out, to see, because I don't know. That's kind of what we do. We push shit because we can. And that's one of those things that's really not that hard to push. It's not that hard to see. You know, you buy a bunch more room in here, and then you buy a bunch more of these shelves, and then you carry one thing in and put a tag on it, and these guys just stock everything else for you. Not not whole, totally difficult. It takes a minute though. It would, it would totally take a minute. And that's part of the problem is the time that it takes to actually make this stuff happen. And I just don't know that it would actually be worth it in the end. And if it's not, then all that time was just wasted. We're not running out of anything for the most part. I mean, you think about 2 days ago, we were at $95,000. Then we had that huge restock. And here we are today, and we're still not back to $95,000 yet. And we might actually crawl over it a little bit. But, in the end, did we really make any money by staying open? Or, I'm not going to say staying open, but by rushing things? Probably not, right? We didn't go anywhere. We didn't really do anything but break even. Maybe slightly above it, but not by much. Doesn't feel like. But then again, you still got a lot of customers in here. And we're close to 95,000, so, it might be 96, 97,000. We'll see. It just gives me things to chew on right now. Hmm, 97.9. We weren't too far off. About 2,000, 2,900 over 95. Yeah, that's not not optimal. Hmm. Did we run out of anything? Oh, we didn't run out of toilet paper. Damn near did. Yeah, one roll or one bundle left. Hmm. And this is the point where you start realizing that marking everything down to 25 cents under market price probably isn't the greatest idea, but I don't know that it really helps to stay above it either. It is what it is. The game just kind of adjusts. You get what you get. If you're marking down below, then you're going to get $2,000. If you're marking above, well, you're going to get fewer customers, but you're going to get $2,000. So basically, my 2 day operations in here, when you go 2 days in a row, it, it's more like um, a going out of sale or going out of business sale. You're not really going out of business or anything. It's just you're selling things at below market price. So you're getting a lot of customers and you're selling a lot of product and you're turning over a lot of stuff really quick, but you ain't making much money on it, which is why I don't know that giving me expiration dates on stuff is really going to be all that great, especially, for the game because you're already, I don't know, you're pinching pennies. I don't know that I call it pinching pennies, but mm, you're already not really making a lot of money. At least not very quickly in this game. So giving me stuff that has expiration dates is only going to cause me to want to lower the price so that it sells, gets it off the shelf, and then it's going to be like, I don't know. It depends on how they roll it out. Yeah, we'll put it that way. It depends on how it gets rolled out. But that was on their roadmap was, expiration dates on products. Just something else you have to look at. And, until these guys get really good at rolling over product, instead of picking up whatever box is on the shelf, or until, the player gets good at that, you're going to have stuff going bad on the shelf. Not that it shouldn't go bad anyway, because I got, stuff that's supposed to be frozen sitting here on the shelf like, I don't know, ice cream, steak. Well, steak's not supposed to be frozen, but it's still sitting here on the shelf, room temperature, until I put it out there in a freezer or a refrigerator. Um, I have, shelf milk like this, which is good for like 6 months, but then I have this milk, that milk, which should be in a refrigerator all times. It should never be on a shelf. So, what good does an expiration date do me at this point? I don't know. Probably just me being a little cynical, I guess. I can be that way sometimes. Leave me alone. Don't judge. Let me judge. Ha. I'm just kidding. Don't take much of what I say seriously tonight. Um, wow, we're Booktooth. Y'all good? I'm good. Let's go. What did we get? 118 satisfied customers, 5 products found expensive, 123 total customers, 33.89.68, which is more than I thought we would have made. Our total balance is $98,061.23. I'm not really sure where this last 67 dollars came from, but there must have been an extra customer in there I didn't see. So yeah, that's more than I expected. I didn't see it. This is lower than I thought it was, but not really. Okay, start next day, and this will be our last day for this stream. Um, yeah, it's been a long day again, and it's late. It's very late. But I have a day off tomorrow, so those are always good. I like days off, even if they aren't real days off. Um, because yeah, I always do something. I don't know what I'm going to make money. A day that my bank account sits not making money is not a good day. Um, yeah, no, there. That's more gooder. All right, let's go around and do our orders. And I'm not a miser. I kind of am, but I give money away as quickly as I make it. I do have a heart. It's probably a fairly large heart, but um, it comes back to you, you know. And people will remember you. And that's what I want. I don't really. It's not the money that bothers me. It's not the money that I want. It's I want to be remembered as a good person. That's it. I can't see. I think that's two. I'm pretty sure it's two. All right. No, but really, I just want to be remembered as a good person. I don't, you know, I like money. Don't get me wrong, it's a great thing. It's something that lets you do the things you want to do in life, I suppose. But at the same time, it doesn't buy you the things that matter the most. It doesn't buy you friends. It doesn't buy you love. It doesn't buy you, anything much more than superficial thank yous. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in the situation where I've had folks give me money or buy things for me and take me places and stuff like that. Look, it's like, look, I totally appreciated it, but I didn't ask for it, and I didn't really want it when it was given to me. I wanted to work for it. I was in, a lot of different positions, and I'm not saying that I was in a bad position, not money wise anyway. It's just positions with ladies, I guess, who had money, and they wanted to spend it, and I didn't say no. So yeah. Anyway, um, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not the kind of spending that I do. The type of spending I do is I see people on the street and I give them money. Um, Not because I want them to go buy alcohol or go buy drugs or whatever it is that they're going to do, but because in my mind, if I give you money, you're going to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You should do the right thing. Um, After I give you that money, it's none of my business what you do with it. Honestly, it's not. You can take it and give it away to your brother for all I care. That doesn't take away from my feeling of being capable of helping somebody out. And if it took me giving you money for you to give it to your friend to make you feel good, then that works too. Or if you went and bought drugs or alcohol and whatever and did your thing, I can't help that. That's not on me. That's on you. I gave you money to go eat. You see what I'm saying? It's not it's not on me to be your dad or be your mom. That's on you. You're an adult. You're a full grown person. Do the right thing. Do what you should do. If you can afford it, get it. If you can't afford it, no. Right? I mean, find a way to afford it. And today, there's just so many different ways to make money. It's not even funny. Every everything is just money, 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 money everywhere. It's not like you have to be constantly begging for money anymore. You don't. It's not like that. It shouldn't be. Um, Prices have gone up, and they're horrible. But at the same time, a lot of people have missed out, on the fact that these small itty bitty jobs that nobody ever cared anything about and never wanted to work. Well, you know what? These little jobs are what's paying, for your car payment, and your insurance each month. You know, they're paying for your rent. When you know that rent in your area is way too damn high. Um, I'm lucky, I moved to this town in 2017 and my rent was $850. That was it for a two-bedroom house, good size yard. Uh, we have bear and deer and all sorts of wildlife in the backyard. So you know it's got to be fairly large. It's not little. Um, and our landlord never, not once, raised our rent. Not since then. Even though almost every house in this town goes for $1,200 to $1,300 for the same type house, if not a hell of a lot more. You know, with the colleges bringing in more students than they're actually allotted to have, it has flooded all three towns with people and very little housing to put them in. And what happens from there is the price of housing just skyrockets. And there's nothing you can do about it because there's an influx of people, because the jobs just increased, because there's so many more kids who are wanting to do this, that, and the other, and service industry becomes king. And all of a sudden, you're looking at a bunch of service industry people who can't even afford the rent in the town that they're working in. We have people who drive, 40 to 50 miles just to get to work here in town, because working here means more to them than working in their own town. It's just, we are different. Um, it's just a different atmosphere here, and we do pay a little bit more than most towns in the surrounding areas, so it might make it worth it for them. If it was me, I think I would live in West Virginia and drive, I don't know, 35 miles to work every morning, because it's cheaper to live in West Virginia than it is in Virginia, right? So, you're paying what, $700 for a house in West Virginia. You drive to Virginia and you work there, and you do your gig work there. And then you head back to West Virginia, and there you go. You actually came out ahead, even though your car is going to suffer for the miles. You're not, it is what it is. And so you get one of these side gig jobs to buy another car with, right? Um, I think for us, we put down $7,000 on our new Camry, um, and that was from a trade-in, and the car still came out to right around $33,000 total, which is $580 a month. Um, crazy, crazy prices you pay for cars these days. My God, but it's not horrible. And then another $186 for the insurance, that you have on the car, plus the renter's insurance. Um, and you know the extra side gig job, as long as you're pulling, say, I don't know, 100 deliveries a month, which is pretty much what we do. That's about all we can do, because of my extra jobs and whatnot. So we're always chasing stats. But you're gonna make around $800 a month just doing 100 freaking orders a month, or deliveries a month. So that pays for your car. Um, you know, and 100 deliveries is what, 3 deliveries a day, plus 4 on one odd day. And that's 100, and that's about $800. I mean, for us, we make about 20 to 25 an hour. You know, when we're door dashing, that's what we make. Um, we don't we don't turn down much. We take a lot of weird orders, but at the same time, most of the people we meet are really cool people. Even the college kids are, you know, uh, even if they don't tip, they're still pretty cool people. It's just a lot of kids don't know this from that and the other and whatever, and some of them do, and they're just that cheap. Most are not. All right, so I forgot to buff you today, right? I wound up yabbering all day and totally didn't give you your buffs. I actually wanted today to go kind of slow. I just wanted to finish it off, on a slower note than Ram Jam. Thank you, ma'am. But a lot of these smaller jobs, there's a lot of money to be made there. There really is. Um, if you can handle, if you have, um, what's the word for it in English? Damn it. um, if you can stick with it, we'll just put it that way. If you can stick with it long enough and stand up long enough, you can make a lot of money. You really can. Um, I know people who have 4 and 5 jobs. If they're not scheduled in one place, they go to the other place and see if they can get some hours there. You know, they go by schedules and whatnot, but sometimes their schedules just don't quite made up or match up. So they'll go from one place to the next place to the next place. Some of them have 5 and 6 jobs. Um, I pretty much do what I do based on where I'm needed. You know, I don't have to do pretty much of anything. I just do what I want to do because I can't I can't sit still anymore. I can't just sit here doing nothing anymore. I got to be out there having fun. I can't sit in an office talking to nobody anymore. I got to see people. I got to talk to people. I got to do things. You know, it's just the way things are. So, you think about it and you say, okay, my rent is $1,100 and that sucks. And maybe because of my $1,100 rent, I can't afford an extra $100 to buy an upgraded car that I might want because, I want to be frugal a little bit, but I want to have a little bit extra money left over in the end. So, damn it, what's the matter with you? Uber, um, Instacart, DoorDash, right? The Walmart Spark thing, whatever that is. Do it. Jump in. It's, not everybody does this full time. Some people do. Some people that's their full time gig. That's what they do for a living, and that's all they do. They don't do anything else. But part time exists, and that's a lot of what this is built towards is part timers. Go out there and do it. Just make that extra money. That's what it's there for. You spin it. If you ever use DoorDash, you know how much that cost, right? So get it back and go out and force DoorDash to pay you the money right back that you gave them, right? I don't know. I just I believe that you should be able to get the money back from people that you give money to, and even if that means working for them for a little while. Hey, you got the money back from them. You spend it on them. They gave it back to you because you worked for them. Whatever. I got my money back. Um, we make our car payment and our insurance payment with DoorDash. Um, I make twice, one, two, three times my rent just with McDonald's. Just with McDonald's. Um, I could live in my house right now, pay my bills, except for the car and the rent, or the car and the insurance. I can't pay for that, but um, I can I can pay for that just with with McDonald's pay. You know what I'm saying? It's like McDonald's, they pay good. They don't pay bad. Not here anyway. Um, I think I'm making 15 to 16 an hour. I don't know. I just look at my paycheck, watch my bank account go up. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what I make. I never asked. And I think that's best, at least for me. Um, I don't want to know what I make. Um, I just want to know that I'm making money. You know, and the people that I work for, I trust. Um, if I didn't trust them, I would want to know. But I trust these people. Um, they've never done me wrong. I worked for them before. They paid me right the first time because I was paranoid the first time, and they knew it. And now they know that, I don't know. It's not that I don't care. I care. It's just that they know I'm not looking over their shoulder every 5 minutes. I don't have to be, paid every minute that I work. In fact, a lot of times I go into work and I forget to sign in or even clock in. I just walk in and start working. Um, it's not until, I don't know, 3 4 hours in that somebody says, "Hey, why didn't you clock in?" I'm like, just like, "Oh my God, you're right." So they'll ask, "What time did you show up?" And I'll usually tell them, "Well, my shift started at 4 o'clock. That's what time I was scheduled to be here. I don't know." Usually I show up 5 to 10 minutes early. I'm usually sitting in the parking lot 15 minutes before my shift. So I have to have that time before my shift to get my mind right. Um, and if I don't have that time to get my mind right, I'm behind all day. It's like you you have a pregame, right? You always think about what you're going to do before you get in the game and are forced to do it. Because if you don't, then what's the point of a pregame? You know, what's the fucking point? So you have to go over in your mind what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, the order you're going to do it in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you go in, you do it, and then you're like, "See, I told you, we're good, we got this." And if you don't have that time, yeah. So I always build that time in to make sure that I have time to do all this before I actually go to work. And a lot of times I do wind up working for free, um, at least for 10 or 15 minutes at a time. It's not much. It's petty, petty money. I guess it would add up for them, but I'm not really all that worried about it. I'm just happy to be out of the house, doing things in the public, seeing people, talking to people, making friends, that sort of thing. Because, right, that's life. It's about fun, making games out of everything that you do. Like, even hard work can be made. You can make games out of manual labor if you wanted to. I was digging up my backyard a couple years ago, and I was pretending to be an architect. Or, is it an architect? No. It's one of those people who digs up bones. Archaeologist. There you go. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and leave it here. We're not even gonna check these guys because, well, or the what we made tonight. we're at 101,000. We were at 98 last night, so I think we made another 3,000 a night. So yeah, we're making around 3,000 to 35 to 30, 3 to 4,000 a day. Even when we go 2 days in a row, it's still gonna be around 33,000 to 4,000 a day. Except I feel like it's less overall because of the huge restock on the last day. The normalization brings you back to exactly average. All right, so we'll go ahead and leave it here, and we'll see you guys the next time we decide to come in and blabber some more. Have a nice night.